Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The Colts at 7-5 now in a year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Fowler.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Mayfield now. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The kick is good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers 7, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're 33.
To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Back to throw. Fowler. That he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Colts 0.
Loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They want to fool.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, You're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Biscodogg.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Fowler. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fowler under pressure, and they got to him again.
Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hurry, hurry!
Third and long for Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. There's another truck. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Run, run, run.
Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
46 yards.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fowler looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. First down, Mayfield. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. With 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Well,
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Fowler. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Hey, line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore, 34 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
24, Colts 9.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, Fowler. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down. Fowler. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brian Burns bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there. Working with a 2-score lead, third quarter. But that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fowler. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Fowler. He's got Granson over the middle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Running left, Taylor. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, Fowler. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining. But boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Evades the tackler and now some space. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Taken from about the 12.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield being chased out left. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Panthers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 39, Colts 25.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting
down to just one score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A big play there for Carolina. And even 60 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football,
touchdown Panthers! Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Panthers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fowler. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fowler.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. After the sack on first down, Mayfield.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting